Okay, so I'm going to be doing this run with 3 masks. 3 of the available masks. The ones I have that I find are the easiest. The Mask of the Long Night I think is too difficult. Burn Bridge is super easy to deal with. Same with Pain, same with Dark Imagination. I think those are the 3 that are easiest to play with. Daredevil and Long Night seem like they're going to take a bit of time to get used to. So I will not be playing with those, unfortunately. I did try a full mask run, and unfortunately that was quite difficult, actually. Quite difficult. I died quite early on. Whereas playing with 3 masks, you can see here I've got all 3 there. Doesn't seem too much trouble at all. It's still annoying to play with, but definitely doable. Alright, so jumping into this, we're going to be playing with Mask of the Burned Bridge, Mask of Dark Imagination, and Mask of the Pained. Those, I would say, are the 3 easiest masks to play with of the 5 available. Just bear in mind, obviously, as well, that enemy damage and health is increased. I'm going to start off by quickly going for Gammon to get the, I believe it's the Stamina buff, 10% Stam, which is going to be super helpful for this entire run. There we go. Yeah, is that there? So the extra, yeah, health increased by 10% there. It would have been advisable to bring some speed pots as well. I've got this time slowed effect going on right now, which is kind of annoying. And obviously I'm having to deal with 2 madness effects. But I like to start by going in for this direction. And because my sanity drain is quite low, I'm gonna... actually, I've already messed it up. God's sake. So we start by pulling this guy here. It's gonna help our sanity drain a little bit. And also start the RP for that next zone. Obviously, make sure you're still jumping because of these bugs. You want to be very careful with the movement. You can see the screen will start to go gray when you're moving, when those ads are about to spawn, those little shadow ads. You also want to look out for the Dominators here, as they will do a stun, this Touch of the Abyss. That's what you really want to look out for. If you don't interrupt that, you will just get stun locked. And it's pretty much going to be GG for you for the next few seconds. There's a fear there. No problem. When I'm playing with 3 masks, I don't really collect any of the bonus loot. I don't think it's really worthwhile. I'm locked in with combat with something. I'm not sure 100% what that is. So always just stay very still, obviously, when those are going to spawn. I'll pull onto this guy. Save my Berserk for any of the single target mobs. In AoE, Berserk isn't very good at all, so you may as well save it for the mini bosses. Just want to be very careful with the movement there. Yeah, I don't go for any of those bonus chests just because, for me, achieving the end goal is more important than a few extra mementos. And the time required to get those extra mementos doesn't always seem worthwhile. Now, obviously not playing with Balance Affinity, the range is a little bit scuffed. That you're probably more familiar with playing with. Yeah, I'm locked in combat with that guy up there, that's what it is. That Mass Entangle and Instant Entangling Roots coming in very handy for these kinds of fights. Where you're not taking a lot of damage regularly. I would recommend not really trying to play with this many masks, or really any masks at all, probably, until you have the upgrade where whenever you kill an elite, you gain 200 sanity back. That is like fundamental. That is, I would say, fundamental if you want to be soloing these effectively. I'm sure you could probably play a more single target build in these. I personally just choose not to. I'm quite happy with the AoE build that I go. Seems to be effective, so why change it? Oh no, that fear was kind of unfortunate. So we're still sitting at around about 700 sanity. We haven't used any of our sanity orbs yet. The gateway is clear, obviously because we cleared it before. Now this is where we'll probably do a reasonably big pull, because there's nothing scary here. These mobs don't really do anything scary. So we'll pull all of these. Using these AoE trinkets to just absolutely obliterate most of these mobs here. Gonna use this mass entangle, do this totem whilst they're dying to my bleeds if I can. No, can't quite get it. No problem. The way I see it, you want to try and min-max as many mobs as possible with your pulls. I'm not really using any potions or anything either. You can see, obviously, just trying to deal with those things from beyond. Not really using any potions. I will on maybe some of the more difficult bosses. I will be bloodlusting on... Well, there are two bosses. You could have bloodlusted on the boss we just killed. And then you'll have it back up in time again for, say, Thrall. But you don't have to. If you're comfortable killing it, then you don't have to. And I'm really just Primal Wrath spamming, that's it. Letting my corruption do a lot of the damage as well. I want to kill this guy before he does his first hopelessness. Probably not going to happen. Managed to pull those additional ads. Unfortunately, that hopelessness took us out to the side. We really wanted to veer clear of those, but that's fine. No problem at all. Again, speed pass would have been a good suggestion here. Oh no, we've got this guy to deal with. Probably just pull him along. Again, none of these trash packs really do anything scary. Any of the stuff that I've just pulled doesn't really do anything scary. So you can just pull it all. Doesn't matter. There is one caster that's going to stay at the back, and he's going to keep casting and keep casting and keep casting. That'll be a bit annoying. But we'll end it up for him now. Now this mob can be quite scary. He does a frontal cone that I'm pretty sure you can't avoid. I've not been able to avoid it so far, so I assume it's just unavoidable. This right here. So I try and just kind of keep pace with him. Try and keep DPSing as much as possible. Now once he's almost dead, I can kite him onto these mobs. Okay, he's comfortable. Watch out for this Dominator here. Anything that does the Void Bolt will also do this Touch of Abyss. You want to watch out for the Touch of Abyss. Again, that's the thing that's going to stun you. That's the real problem. Any stuns, you just want to avoid the stuns as much as you can. But again, because nothing's really that scary, you can kind of just keep pulling and keep pulling and keep pulling. These tentacles I find it quite annoying to deal with. They go into ground, obviously, so try and stop. It prevents you from moving forward, which is the real nuisance. So I try and kill those as quickly as possible, if I can. Oh, I've been feared. That's fine. Again, kill these two Dominators. And then you can pull... you can zigzag back for Snang. Again, we still haven't used a Corruption Orb yet. Or a Sanity Orb, sorry. So, still haven't had to clear any. We've been doing alright so far. In fact, this is actually quite a good run. We probably can kill this guy. Yeah, we can probably kill this guy without doing a Sanity Orb. Yeah, we can do it. You want to save all your cooldowns for... Beware. If we can hide behind here. Yeah, perfect. And he's down. Perfect. So you want to watch the Void Torrent. You want to try and line of sight that as best you can. You saw by going behind the pillar there, the guy stopped casting and he came over to get me. Also, he will do... I mean, I killed it too quick, but he will do a an ability where where you have to break through his shield as quickly as possible. So, in order to do so, I would advise that you save your cooldowns for when that shield is up, and then you can blast your cooldowns. But we killed him very quickly, so it was okay. See, we've only used one Sanity Orb so far. And we're already on to the second to last boss. Just had another Sanity Restore there. We probably didn't need to use that Sanity Orb, but I thought, you know what, for the sake of it, I'll just use it. When you go into this final zone, another scary thing that you have to be aware of is those mobs, again, that stop you from, the mobs that stop you from being able to move. And if you move through them, then they stun you. I like to go on this certain path that I'm going now. I feel like it's the fewest scary mobs to deal with. We probably could have done a fourth mask here, potentially. We still have 2 orbs. Yeah, we're still absolutely full on sanity. So we probably could have done 4, but you know what? No point in risking it, right? So I'm going to use my cooldowns here because the way it supposedly works with this boss is you want to be very careful with, apparently every 25% or so, the pigs will spawn. So in order to avoid those, you want to take them down slowly and kill the pigs one at a time. So we'll engage in combat here. Obviously look out for those traps. So you should summon a boar at any point. Yeah, there it is. Got feared into a stun. This is why this guy can be quite dangerous, I would say. Yep, into a stun. I'm gonna use a health pot. Trying to kill these pigs and stun these pigs as best I can. Beware. Yeah, this is kind of messy. I think I'm dead here. Okay, yep, but I've got the sanity restore. This is quite a messy way to deal with this boss, but you know what, if it works, it works. I normally find that if I just full burst him, I actually have a better time than trying to take him down slowly and deal with the boars. The knockbacks from the boars is actually probably the most annoying thing, and probably the most detrimental. So now we have a lot of time to play with. We've got 2 spare orbs, so now we can do a little bit of extra kind of farming. We can go gather up some extra materials if we want. What I like to do is I will just pull all of these. No big deal. Grab some of these little loot chests along the way. May as well start killing these guys now. I basically want to go into Thrall with a full sanity bar. Especially now that I've had to use my my sacrifice. Or my res already. Not the best, not the best. But that's okay. I would say if you're going to be doing this, I wouldn't go... Like, if you don't have your battle res available... The thing that restores your sanity up to 500 if you should die. If you don't have that available, I wouldn't really try and go beyond Thrall. I would just try and kill Thrall as quickly as possible so that you don't miss out on that potential armor loot and that kind of thing. Depends on what you're going for. Depends what you're trying to get. So again, we still have a lot of time here. We can go grab some chests. There's also the mailboxes. Apparently there's a mount from the mailboxes. Have a little peek. In combat. What am I in combat with? Oh, this guy. Hello, sir. Not playing with balance affinity is really messing with my brain, I'll tell you that. Certainly not used to it. So, like, I could have gotten all these things along the way, but you never know how much time you're going to have left over. I think it's always better to, you know, you can always come back and clear exactly what you want. Exactly as much as you can handle. Rather than the other way around, where you think, oh no, I've got plenty of time, and then something goes wrong, and then you end up being, you're stuck and you've wasted a key for the week or so. So we'll use a fresh... Oh, this could be bad. That could have gone poorly. Huh. That could have gone poorly. Of course, also look out for these totems here, which can be used to quickly take you back to the front of the whole visions. Take you back to, like, Thrall's room. So we're going to take one in just a moment. Now that I've got these mementos. On a side note, I'm kind of upset that, like, these visions in a way weren't more exciting. It seems like it's you have the same goal every single time. It would be nice if sometimes you had a different goal, if, like, you could still, you know, if there was some kind of benefit to going and collecting a bunch of the little chests and that kind of thing. But it seems primarily just kill each of the bosses and that's the best reward you're possibly going to get. It would be nice if there was more to it. But maybe there's some hidden things that I'm just unaware of. You know, if I am, please feel free to let me know. But this is just from my understanding, there's nothing really going on. There's nothing really bonus that you can do. You can just get more mementos, which ultimately just gets your cloak higher, or you get, you know, your sockets quicker, or whatever it may be that you're going for. Right, so on Thrall, obviously he's now going to have every single one of the abilities that each of the previous bosses had. So we're kind of just going to try and smash through it. That's going to be our game plan. I'm going to kill these boars as quickly as possible. So that's where I'm going to use my cooldowns now. Oh, we got hit by the sanity loss. Yeah, so you want to move up from the defiled ground. That's the frontal that he does. This surging darkness, you want to make sure that you are always in the lighter area of ground. As you can see there. I'm going to try and kite him over to this DPS circle. This circle that I'm setting in increases my DPS. And this is the shield that I was talking about, where you want to try and blast it as quick as possible. Unfortunately, I was out of drums. Or I'm out of drums now doing this run. Trying to get that damage buff at the loss of sanity. Here we go. There's the hopelessness. So obviously we need to go collect our soul there. Moving back into this DPS patch. Surging Darkness again. I'll clear my corruption there. Got hit by defiled ground again. This is gonna hurt. Nope, it's fine. We moved out in time. It's okay. Perfect. And that is 3 masks going through as a Feral Druid. That was without drums. That could have been a lot smoother with drums. I think we probably could have done a third or fourth. Sorry, a fourth or probably not a 5th mask. Oh, we got a pet. Look at that. Talking about not getting any loot. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Got a nice little corrupted boar there. What else we got going on? Oh, wow. Okay. We got a toy. We got another. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are some cool things. Look at that. Got another little corrupty pet. 70 feet. Want to keep away from small critters unless you want them big and angry. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. What happens now? Okay. Cool. And the big one. Oh. Oh. Infinite Stars rank 1? That's interesting. That's interesting. That's a nice little bonus. We'll see how that plays out. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little perspective video. Again, try and push for probably as many masks as you can to increase your chance of getting a higher level piece of gear with good corruption. That's the aim of the game, right? That's the aim of the game. Add to my little corruption list there. I've got plenty of... How many corruption pieces do I have? Oh, I'm a scumbag. I'm a scumbag. Alright, see you guys in the next one.